Okay, so this is for Mski361's 400 subscriber contest. I'm driving right now, so I'm gonna be showing some pictures on the screen and stuff. So you hear me say like, F you to somebody, or, swerve off the road, don't be alarmed. But yeah, I won't say his real name, I'm not sure if he wants it out there, but I've known Mski361 probably for a good 10 plus years now. We've sent each other AOKs. I've always just considered him a friend of mine, so I'm super happy that he's got the 400 subs. He did it the hard way, just like I did, so just doing what he wants to do. He shows books, he talks about some day in the life type stuff too with his son's hockey tournament. So his contest, or not tournament, but his hockey career, I guess. Seems like his son's been playing as long as I've known him. He had a contest, or he's having a contest, I should say. Yeah. Driving and talking is not my big thing. But he's having a contest. You can enter 3 ways. You can leave a comment on his page. I'll leave a link down below for the video that he did for this contest. You can make a video like I'm doing. I always try to support. I don't care if I win or anything like that. I never enter these things. I just do it to support my people, channels I dig. So I've always dug his channel. He's always been like a run collector, so that we've always had that in common. Like I was saying, 3 different ways to enter. 1, leave a comment on the video for his contest, for this contest. Number 2, make a video like I'm trying to do here. Number 3, you can donate to his, I believe it's 11 Days of Hockey, where they play 24 hours a day. It's for charity, so you can donate to that, and then you want to get an entry. So 3 ways to enter. I think you can do all 3, and you get 3 chances to win. So the contest is who's on your Mount Rushmore of comic book artists, writers, letterers, etc. So it took me a while. Of course, I'm going to go with what I started with when I first started collecting my Mount Rushmore. And number 1 is going to be Frank Miller, for sure. The Dark Knight Returns, those books, those made me the fan that I am today. I remember looking at those books. My buddy brought them in. I remember the one where Superman's getting struck by lightning. Just his art style blew me away. Then I actually went out and bought that book, the trade paperback. And I just remember just being blown away. I've read Batman and I've read all kind of stuff before that, but nothing was ever, that was a game changer for me. So number 1 is definitely Frank Miller, especially with his Sin City stuff. His Daredevil stuff, absolutely legendary. So yeah, Frank Miller's number 1. Speaking of that, number 2 is going to be Alan Moore, writer. This should be no shocking surprise to anybody that's, between the ages of 40s, 44 and 53. My list a little bit here is, but yeah, Alan Moore is going to be number 2. The same day I bought The Dark Knight Returns, I ended up picking up The Killing Joke. So that's my 1-2. Me first entering a comic shop, I only picked up The Killing Joke because I thought the cover was really cool, the Brian Bullen cover. But yeah, Alan Moore stuff with The Watchmen. His Swamp Thing run, another legendary run. For my number 3, it's going to be Todd McFarlane. Should be no surprise. I didn't know too much about his Hulk stuff, but I became a fan with his Amazing Spider-Man stuff. I was a little bit late to the game on the Amazing Spider-Man. His run, but with Spider-Man, the solo, what is it? I guess not solo series, but just the Spider-Man title, you know which one I'm talking about, with the Torment. I'm probably showing it right now, so. But that iconic cover of Spider-Man issue number 1, that was just blew my mind when I saw that, and I've been a huge fan since, and of course I'm a huge fan of his Spawn series, especially his artwork on that. He gets a lot of slack for his writing. The biggest complaint is he's writing it for Basically 14-year-old, 14-year-old PZ, that's what he's writing it for, with demons and all that kind of stuff. Spawn and Spider-Man stuff is just some of my favorite pieces of work that he's done. And lastly, but not least, this was going to be the toughest one, the number 4, but I had to go with Simon Beasley. Nobody beats the Biz, so you know damn well he's got to be up on this Mount Rushmore. I got first introduced to him. I know he had been around a little bit, lot longer than that, but with his Lobo series, when I first saw that 99-cent cover, man, I was like, just another iconic, cover. Just then I actually read the damn thing. I was like, wow. I was like, so that was my introduction to Simon Bisley. Of course, with his work with Verotic Comics is some of my favorite stuff. He did. Remember doing like covers on Doom Patrol that jumped out at me all the time. But I'm just a huge fan of his Verotic stuff. And he's had quite a few guys that were heavily influenced by him. But he's just always going to be one of my favorites. Thanks for having this contest, Mski361, and congrats on your 400 subs, man.